Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans, and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. Don't wait. The time will never be just right. Happiness is found in doing, not merely possessing. You may be hurt if you love too much, but you will live in misery if you love too little. You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Keep this constantly in mind. Weak desire brings weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat. Set your mind on a definite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. When your desires are strong enough, you will appear to possess superhuman powers to achieve. The man who does more than he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. A goal is a dream with a deadline. We refuse to believe that which we don't understand. Cherish your vision and your dreams as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. More gold had been mined from the mind of men than the earth itself. Wise men, when in doubt whether to speak or to keep quiet, give themselves the benefit of the doubt, and remain silent. Put your foot upon the neck of the fear of criticism by reaching a decision not to worry about what other people think, do, or say. Hold a picture of yourself long and steadily enough in your mind's eye, and you will be drawn toward it. When you are able to maintain your own highest standards of integrity, regardless of what others may do, you are destined for greatness. Perhaps we shall learn, as we pass through this age, that the other self is more powerful than the physical self we see when we look into a mirror. Those who succeed in an outstanding way seldom do so before the age of 40. More often, they do not strike their real pace until they are well beyond the age of 50. Persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel. Neglecting to broaden their view has kept some people doing one thing all their lives. A genius is simply one who has taken full possession of his own mind and directed it toward objectives of his own choosing, without permitting outside influences to discourage or mislead him. Remember that your dominating thoughts attract, through a definite law of nature, by the shortest and most convenient route, their physical counterpart. Be careful what your thoughts dwell upon. Remember that it is not the lawyer who knows the most law, but the one who best prepares his case, who wins. If you must speak ill of another, do not speak it. Write it in the sand near the water's edge. Most great people have attained their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. First comes thought, then organization of that thought into ideas and plans, then transformation of those plans into reality. The beginning, as you will observe, is in your imagination. Effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. You become what you think about. Awake, arise, and assert yourself, you dreamers of the world. Your star is now in ascendancy. If you believe yourself unfortunate because you have loved and lost, perish the thought. One who has loved truly can never lose entirely. Most so-called failures are only temporary defeats. Fears are nothing more than a state of mind. The capacity to surmount failure without being discouraged is the chief asset of every person who attains outstanding success in any calling. Desire backed by faith knows no such word as impossible. Knowledge is power. It is nothing of the sort. Knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power only when, and if, it is organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end. Opportunity, a taper. It often comes disguised in the form of misfortune or temporary defeat. The world has the habit of making room for the man whose words and actions show that he knows where he is going. Love attracts only one thing, and that thing is love. The cause of the depression is traceable directly to the worldwide habit of trying to reap without sowing. It is your responsibility to make sure that positive emotions constitute the dominating influence of your mind. Failure is man-made circumstance. It is never real until accepted by man as permanent. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of thought. Successful men become successful only because they acquire the habit of thinking in terms of success. If you are ready for the secret, you already possess one half of it. Therefore, you will readily recognize the other half the moment it reaches your mind. Remember that your real wealth can be measured not by what you have, but by what you are. If you fail to control your own mind, you may be sure you will control nothing else. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. There is very little difference in people, but that little difference makes a big difference. The little difference is attitude. The big difference is whether it is positive or negative. No one can make you jealous, angry, vengeful, or greedy unless you let him. He had nothing to start with except the capacity to know what he wanted and the determination to stand by that desire until he realized it. Success requires no explanations. Failure permits no alibis. Anything you do to and for another person, you do it to and for yourself. No one ever is defeated until defeat has been accepted as a reality. Think twice before you speak, because your words and influence will plant the seed of either success or failure in the mind of another. Every man is what he is, because of the dominating thoughts which he permits to occupy his mind. Fear is the tool of a man-made devil. Before we can master an enemy, we must know its name, its habits, and its place of abode. It is literally true that you can succeed best and quickest by helping others to succeed. Success comes to those who become success conscious. Patience, persistence, and perspiration make an unbeatable combination for success. Edison failed 10,000 times before he made the electric light. Do not be discouraged if you fail a few times. A definite purpose, backed by absolute faith, is a form of wisdom, and wisdom in action produces positive results. Napoleon Hill was an American author and self-help guru, best known for his book, Think and Grow Rich. Born in 1883, Hill dedicated much of his life to studying successful individuals and their habits, eventually developing a philosophy that centered around the power of positive thinking and personal achievement. Think and Grow Rich, published in 1937, became one of the most influential self-help books of all time, offering principles and strategies for achieving success in various aspects of life, including career, finances, and relationships. Hill's teachings continue to inspire and motivate individuals worldwide to this day.